So we're now up in a place called McLeod Ganj, where not only is a place where the Dalai Lama lives and resides, but also where the Tibetan government in exile is stationed or located. Not only that, it's where a large number of the Tibetan people live. You know, they've claimed asylum here, and so there's a large Tibetan community here, and we've been around Tibetan communities in the past, like in Nepal and Darjeeling and places like that, but I think because we're a lot closer to the actual Tibetan government and the Dalai Lama, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, it feels a lot more, I'm not trying to think what the word is, it kind of touches your soul a bit more because you're closer to it, and I know that sounds cheesy, but it's, you know, you're actually here amongst the Tibetan people and right next to the Tibetan government and the Dalai Lama's residence, that you know, it's a great spiritual kind of feeling and community here. So I'm going to hand you over to Nick. She wants to say a bit about what I'm talking about.
It's just made it all the more prominent being here, and they have a really informative museum about the whole plight of Tibet and the way the country and its people have been treated, and how they were exiled and forced out of their country by the Chinese. It's quite graphic. Quite rightly or wrongly, the girls saw some of the videos and some of the artefacts and the pictures, and I think they were really touched by it. Tilly's certainly been quite sad since then, so yeah, I'm in two minds as to whether she should have seen it, but it shows them how awful human nature can be sometimes. So yeah, it's a really sad, horrid situation which is still going on. The Tibetan people are still being chastised and imprisoned for following their beliefs and their culture. It's just not shown in the press. Yeah, the demonstrations continue on a daily basis, weekly basis. You know, Tibetans are arrested, charged, and you know, go missing, as they say. You know, in the Chinese. They're
not allowed to wear the clothes they like to wear.
Yeah, go on, Eve, you want to say a bit about what you've learnt today? I'll hold it. You can just talk.
When we were in the museum, we learnt about the Chinese took over Tibet. So most of the Tibetans are trapped over here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And was it an easy trek?
It wasn't easy because the China was still trying to invade the Tibetans when they were escaping.
And where did they have to trek over?
They had to trek over the hilly mountains, which we can see.
Are the Himalayas?
Yeah, what she means is we're in the Himalaya, we're at the foothills of the Himalayas, and the view here is absolutely beautiful. Like, we're surrounded by alpine forests, and the white snowy peaks are peeking through at the back there, and it's a fantastic location. You know, there's prayer flags everywhere, prayer wheels. You know, it's almost like you feel like you're in Tibet. Put it that way. But Evie, how's it made you feel learning about how the Tibetan people were treated by the Chinese government and how?
Well, it makes me feel really sad because if I was treated like that, I wouldn't like to be treated like that.
Yeah. So the girls have learned a lot. We're actually quite happy. They've learned a lot about the Buddhist religion or the faith and the Tibetan communities, and it's been great. You know, I really love North India and this part of India, and the Buddhist sort of you know, areas. Do you want to say something else?
And what I just told you a minute ago, that's why the Dalai Lama is special, because he was trekking over here as well. Yeah,
and he almost died, didn't he, en route? He got so cold that he just about made it.
And on a picture we saw a boy, he was walking through the mountains and his feet got so cold his toes fell off.
Yeah, that goes to show you, you know, they were so desperate to get away from Tibet and you know, get to India for asylum that they would have done anything. So well, we're going to continue our walk. I think Nick's going to say one last thing, and we're going to do a bit of filming around the residence of the Dalai Lama and take in the atmosphere, I think.
And fingers crossed we see him.
Oh,
Fingers crossed.
I'm not sure. We probably had more chance of spotting a tiger than seeing the
Yeah.
Dalai Lama.
but you never know. He might, you might be coming in back in his car or something. Who knows?
It's just a really marvellous place to be, and a great education for the girls so that they can understand a bit more about the human race and religion, and hopefully help them to decide how they want to live their lives.
Yeah. So okay, more from us soon. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Today's a school day. Eve, what have you been learning this morning? Let's have a look. All about the time and clocks. I think you can see that. How well are you doing? You picking it up, do you think? So, what are you doing right now then?
I'm writing my paragraph.
Your daily paragraph, aren't you? What's it going to be about today?
What I just did.
Cool. Which was
Clock.
clocks. Good. Okay.
And what Daddy showed me was I know what 50 take away 39 is.
Which is what?
21.
Good. And look, what a beautiful view to do it to. The mountains in the background. Till, what are you doing? How are you getting on, Poppet? Getting a bit frustrated?
She just wants to sit in the sunshine.
Oh.
But we're doing some reading and we're concentrating on the letter today, aren't we?
Brilliant. Right, we'll crack on then.